Recording in progress.
Still no FEG created. Now, if they pass this area, that's gonna break the entire structure right here on the 5-minute. So we have a bigger 15-minute FEG from here to here. So we're currently inside that FEG. I can't anticipate that drive up. So 1 hour we see we tapped into here. So most probably chase out the equal highs up here. But patience. So if it closes here on this candle, then we have a FEG being created in this area. That'll be our first 1-minute FEG. So it's in between the FEG's 50% and NWAC's 50%. As of right now, long. This candle flip starts going bear, it's gonna go into bearish mode. Just an idea. I guess stopped out before it runs. It's inside the 5-minute FEG. If you didn't get stopped out, just hold it. Also the 5-minute FEG here. I'll show you. Rebalanced all of that. I'll attempt it one more time. I'm throwing my stop above that level. A bit tricky here.
That 15-minute wick is a little concerning.
Unless it flips that candle.
We have 7 a.m. today, right?
Yeah. Could have been liquidity grab, tap down into a 1 minute FEG in this area and that.
Tricky area.
What?
It's very, this little area is a little tricky.
Yeah,
Looks very two-directional to me.
that's why I'm holding off.
Just wait for 7 a.m. I think it's gonna give us something nice.
It starts accelerating above this candle. Could be a long.
Yeah,
Like a buy stop here would be safe. Hmm. 5 minute tricky.
it's not pretty.
Yeah.
They're definitely pulling people in.
Yeah, for
If it
sure.
was gonna go, that was gonna be the candle. Should have went from.
I agree. Oh, that didn't touch my stuff quite so. Now touch my stuff.
I have a long bias more than a short bias because of the way they left the highs over here and overnight.
Yeah, but the thing is, on the 1 hour, if it
Mhm.
does pass that high, the next level is ATH.
Yeah, and that overnight did hold that large hourly fair value gap.
Like, if they want to run that high is gonna be ATH after that. Like, it's not gonna stop at that high.
Yeah,
I will snap and they'll go through. I'm just gonna give it some time. Wait for that 7 a.m. news. Could have been the right leg of that structure right there.
yeah.
If we miss it, we miss it. But this rebalanced this, and this wick just got rebalanced on this candle. If it drops off, we're gonna miss it. If it pulls up, passes this FVG, then we're gonna enter that long.
We're right at the 50.
The idea. Shouldn't pass that candle's low.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
The previous one, right?
Yeah. On cedar, if you took it, should be the because of that gap underneath there. Should be the spot.
That's the low of the 15-minute FVG too.
If 20 seconds.
If you took a loss on the previous positions, you could use some of this profit to balance it out. 7 a.m. news right there.
That 4 hour looks insane.
It wants to be like that, huh? So this is gonna be the first partial right here. Right where it's at. And voila!
God damn it, did it again.
Voila!
Bro, that 4 hour looks nasty.
Off of NWAG and everything. After balancing out the entire area. Jesus.
Why was that first TP, that area?
Previous high.
Alright.
I cleared out half. I brought back the loss from the earlier positions.
for sure.
It's still tricky. I'll tell you that much.
It's tricky. It's gotta bop everyone out of the 7 a.m. Take everyone out. Carry on.
So 7 a.m. created an FVG that lands in the high of the 15-minute fair value gap.
If that 15-minute closes up here above these levels, then it's good to go. When I look at it like this, I need it to close above this candle right here. I don't like the way this whipped down to that high and pushed up. That's one thing I don't like.
For the long side?
Yeah, because if they drop this thing back down below this level, this thing can start chasing this out.
Yeah.
Patience. Patience.
Fly like an eagle. New 5 minute.
Basically, our long entry is the long entry. We have we are the institutional order drill candle.
Yeah.
If it comes back to our entry, then the long idea is wrapped up. I'd be mindful of the 5 minute right here, these wicks. This is something important right here. I'm gonna mark it out in purple so you have visual on it. It's up to you if you want to clear your position or not, but I don't want that level passed.
That was nice.
Mm-hmm. That should be the next long spot.
Yeah, I mean 7 a.m. created us the point of interest that we're just tapping into right now.
And we're gonna get that TP. It just needs to build up in this area a little bit. Let's see if the next candle is up.
Liquidity tap, potentially.
I feel like they want to run it up, but because of the way 7 a.m. played out, they have to clear some people out.
Mm-hmm. New 5 minute about to open up.
Hmm. 1 hour, that's tricky.
For 1 hour.
Hmm. That candle sticks, it's good.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Same.
But now it gets interesting.
I honestly don't like the way they're moving price. And I haven't said that for a few days. So they just ran out this wick. I want to see what happens here.
They held our original entry spot with the
Yeah.
bodies.
Be a very dirty way for them to play it, let me tell you that much.
Yeah. How are you?
The lower wick of the 5-minute, 50%, the 15-minute FVG.
Telling you, not my favorite setup.
Yeah. I like that spot.
I do too.
But a close.
Yeah, man, it's like it's playing in this area and it just ran out this wick. If this thing wants to drop down, like if it starts building that structure to come down, like this thing is gonna drop. I mean, this is the long. Let's see it.
You just need a strong 5-minute close.
I love it.
Good.
Be the goddamn position, bro. Oh, my seater is rejecting the order. They don't want me to run B. Very shitty area, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
In 5.
Yeah, you should see this 5 just accelerate. I wouldn't want them to trade it lower.
That's why we have to be there. I am mentally prepared to miss this position in full. And that's gonna be the short.
Yeah, I'm seeing more short setup, especially since they tapped the 50% so many times and held it. I feel like this next time it's just gonna break through.
Yeah, that wick is gonna get balanced, this wick right here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much this next candle needs to just drop off. I'm over today's price. They're not even gonna do it though, that's the thing.
If they don't, it might take out those equal highs.
Mm-hmm. I'm shy, I gotta run, I have a Zoom meeting. See you, Sam. Have a good one.
See you.
See you, bro.
Ready?
Love you, crack me up.
Why would I do? Tell me.
I'll tell you later. Oh man. Levy Lev.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Brand new whip just hopped in. $15-minute FEG. 15-minute FEG. I got options. Like a holiday Stockton.
The baby.
The baby.
AG. You listen to the baby?
Just loves this 15-minute FEG, huh, Earl?
Yes, sir.
Just loves it.
Not any.
Ha!
You jinxed it right now. Fucking hates it.
Good. Let it hate it.
Let it hate it, did. Don't ever come back.
There's the drop off.
I want them to wipe the low, bro.
Wipe the low.
The structure on the 15 is very bearish.
Yeah.
Our BE was last tick short. Right here. And that high, after it drops off, comes, sweeps that high one more time, rejects it right here. This is the entry, and it should not go above that high anymore. I popped a small one in on my funded right here.
Oh, you're still using Top Step?
I just have it on the side. If I have time to enter it, I just pop it in real quick.
That's the side account.
It's the side baby mama.
Side B.
Oh, I don't know if it said that it took off the position. It's just playing with my heart. I'm just curious, did anyone reverse their position when I said that's the short?
Me.
No, but I had it on paper. I closed it out early though, I don't know why.
Bro, why does it keep saying this shit?
I'm taking partials a lot quicker today.
Huge. Huge.
This price action doesn't want me to hold this position. Huge.
Huge.
New
So
50
aggressive.
no bottom wick. There's a lot of selling pressure up there where we were trying to long.
Still not out of the woods though.
Yeah.
We have N-Dog down below to chase out.
Fifteen minutes still inefficient.
Tuesday high of week. That's tapped into N-Dog.
Okay. Take one little one off here.
Lev, where'd you enter it?
The institutional order drill. Well,
Right.
I entered minis on the reverse and then micros on the institutional order drill.
We're
Nice.
gonna reverse. Like you had longs and shorts here.
No, after the short card taken, that's when I reversed it.
So you had longs, minis over here, and then you had shorts, micros over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
No. I reversed those minis into shorts. So I have shorts up there, and then it was only like 2 minis, so I added more micros on the institutional order drill.
Oh, I see.
But I closed the minis out. I just wanted to bring back. I had a little bit of a loss on the day. Now I'm up.
So, Lev, in that scenario where you have your minis and your micros, are you partialing the minis out first and then the micros, or how are you doing
You
that?
sort of have to play it by ear, or like let's
Bro,
say.
honestly, if I didn't take a loss on the day, I would have held those minis and just kept
Right,
partialing the micros.
exactly. So if you have losses on the day before you catch your winning trade, your main focus is to bring back the loss, right? It's just another day.
Yeah.
You don't want to end the day off with the loss after catching the move. So at the very minimum, you bring back the loss. If you can, you lock in the profit for the day, and whatever survives after that, you leave it as a runner. For
Yeah.
example, I'll tell you this. On my end, in the beginning trades, I was trading 0.15s. I stacked it like 4 or 5 times. So like I was in 0.55, 0.65, somewhere there. Now, with that being said, I take 2 BEs, 1 hit. I'm down a little bit on the account. On that long, I played a 1.0. So whenever originally we caught that long play over here,
Mm-hmm.
I had a 1.0 in right here. Because I see this move as a very clear move. So I put in the 1.0, I take my partial, it recovers all my losses. Now on this play, I get BE'd, but now I see this drop down, and I'm like, alright, if it's gonna short, it's gonna short. So I'm like, should I put it on? Should I not put it on? I'm like, if it passes this high, I don't want it anymore. So if I pop it in right here, I need to throw my stop over here. Now, we took too many positions as a team. So I'm not gonna call out that one, like I'm not gonna call out 5-6 trades on the day. Like, yeah, we missed it, whatever. Screw it, doesn't matter. But the way you manage the risk is very crucial and critical in that situation. Same thing on my funded account. Over here, down here actually, I popped in 10 micros. Okay, 10 micros runs, I clear out 2 up here, and then I get this drop down that whips me out. So over here on the micro, I dropped 8. I don't put on 10 again, I put on 8. Now where's my stop? Above this high. So I have to put the stop above this candle right here. And then you participate in the short, and over here I took off 3. So I have 5 micros on the funded running still. You see how I managed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Given to like if it was yesterday and I was awake and I entered that, I wouldn't have taken partials as quickly. Cause that 7 a.m. play yesterday was very nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was a very clean
yeah,
play.
that was a very clean
When
play.
and then when I see what it does today in the AM, like just my brain is like, all right, I'm always thinking like it might reverse and go against me, especially when I'm at a loss.
Yeah, because notice like how easy yesterday's trades were versus how difficult today was playing with us. Like that's why I said I don't like today. Like, okay, we caught the move, great. I still don't like today. Like I still am
Messy
I
as fuck.
hated price action from today.
Very messy. A lot of highs left behind.
Yup. But at the same time, higher time frames tapping into crucial levels.
Yeah, those highs are all
Look,
major premium in price.
look, all of this. You see this breakdown? Okay, we have a high. This is the second tap into that area. Okay, well, if that's the case, it's still not out of the woods. This thing needs to come close down here at the second standard deviation for this thing to be out of the woods. Well, what's next after that? This wick is gonna get priced in. So if it's 1, 2, 3, drop, rise, retrace, blast, that's a possibility. So I still don't like where price is at, which is why even though I take this play right here, let's say, I'm still partialing big down here. There's no way I'm letting this day come back and knock me out because this is still two directional. Price on a higher time frame hasn't left the area. Make sense?
Yeah. I also want to talk to you about my position sizing. We can do it after if you think it may be beneficial to anybody else in here. We can do it now.
Let's do it now.
All right. So on the first short we took, I spotted the trade and then I kind of used you as confirmation. The one at like 640-ish. So I put on 3 micros right there. We got the drop down, but we bounced off of NWAC 50% and it came back and stopped me out. And I was down like $32 right there.
Okay.
You then called out the buy stop long. I didn't see that one personally, so I just put on 2 micros. And I knew that if it ran, it would have recovered my losses from the last trade, plus would have made me profit. So I put on the 2 micros and then we got stopped out. And on the last long right there, I also put on 2 micros and I knew that if this is the trade that runs, I can recover all the losses plus then make the profit as well. So I put 2 micros there as well.
Okay, so in all of this, this to me was the cleanest one. So if I put on 3 here, you said originally,
Mm-hmm.
okay, 3 here gets stopped out, fine. 2 here gets stopped out, fine. But seeing this reprice and reprice this, and then shoots up, institutional order drill potential, I know that the stop is down here. That's only a 3 handle stop.
Yeah.
To me, that's worth putting on more than 3 or 2. Like if I were you, I would have put on like 6, 7 right there. Because that in this entire range, this is the most clear one. Which is why I put my 1.0 on right there. Now you get this run up, you clear out half of that, whatever you have. You have 5, you clear out 2, you clear out 3, and you leave the rest to run. You've recovered your loss. You put some partials and money in your pocket, and now you're waiting to see if they want to use it to continue running up, to potentially capitalize on more, but you've recovered the loss and you've locked in the profit. If you ever have the opportunity where it's clear to you like that, where you can recover the loss and make a profit, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's amazing. That's really amazing, bro. So, okay, let's continue. Over here, you see the long. Okay, you had how many on 2 here?
Mm-hmm.
How many did you clear out over here? None?
I cleared both out. I cleared one out at 8598.25 when it
So
took
what's
the
our
high.
PNL on the day after clearing out 2 right there?
PNL on the day due to fees and commissions is minus $7.
Okay, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're minus $7. But you see, okay, it's not that clear of a day. It's being a little bitch. So you put on another what here?
I didn't trade this one.
Okay, so you didn't trade this one. Now, you see the trade isn't working out, right? Over here.
Yeah,
Like we have the long, but the trade isn't working out.
I felt like it was gonna drop off really aggressively.
Okay, so did you put anything on here?
No,
Why?
honestly, I don't know.
If you're saying it's going to drop off aggressively, you have that gut feeling, and you see the trade isn't playing out, that's on the screen on the long side.
Mm-hmm.
You see that you just broke out of highs, created a high. I told you this is an issue, the way they dropped this down to test that high, because now retail is going long on this leg. Immediately they come back, stop them out, right?
Yeah.
If anything, they trapped more orders in this wick before they stopped them out. They have the drop off. 15-minute creates this bottom wick. 5-minute creates this bottom wick. So you see the next candle, we took the long, but the long doesn't want to run. So if the long stops here and this next candle flips, where is it going to?
Down, all the way down.
Down to this wick, which is why I said it's gonna fill up the wick. So whenever I saw this candle flip here, this one, remember Eric said I don't even want to see this thing flip from here. It should just direct acceleration up.
Yeah.
So when I see that flip right there, that's why I say that's the short. Because our position is the position that should survive in that situation. If it was to be a long, that should be a long from right there. It shouldn't come back to our entry. Now, the way this candle closes, this first 1-minute candle that comes and closes down, as soon as this next one opens and starts dropping past this purple box. You remember my purple box?
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a short.
Okay, I see.
So now I have a question for the team. You guys saw how today played. I just explained how I managed my risk. If we get another day like this, do you want me to throw on every single position in there? You can answer in the chat if you can't talk.
I would say yeah, because personally, I feel like I can manage the risk of taking all the trades. As far as the rest of the team, I don't know.
Team? What does team say?
Yeah, I don't see why it would hurt us if you do that. So I think it could definitely help.
Hi Bert, how do you feel, brother? Jackie, press.
Yeah, I'd say just call it out. I mean, like if
Okay.
it's extra risky, you can just mention it.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't like mess up what you're doing, like for your own personal trade. Like I don't want it to like fuck you over, you know?
No,
Yeah,
no, no, it doesn't mess me up at all. I'm more concerned about the risk management. That's why we're discussing the risk management. I want you to understand how in a range like this with the stops that we took and the BEs that we took, how I'll manage my position. Remember, you weren't here that day, but you guys remember that one day where you guys literally watched me take like 30 trades in a row and I didn't take a single loss on anything? I was
yeah,
up on the count by a little bit.
I called it out and I was surprised.
Yeah. So that like I want you to get to the level where you can manage your risk to that level. To be able to say like, bro, like I can manage my risk no problem. Like you could literally call out every single trade for me and I might take it, I might not, but just call it out.
Personally, I feel like that short though, even if you called it out, it was quick. Like by
It's
the
not even
time,
that it's quick. Your confidence level is low at this point. So because I'm calling it out doesn't mean that you're gonna take it.
yeah,
I also, I mean, I viewed it as the short. I didn't get in, but I was texting my brother saying I think this is gonna dump for the lows. One thing that happened was there was like a very tiny 5 minute FEG, the one at 6:55, and if you map that out, we
This,
drop below. So even if you don't,
this,
uh, 6:55, it's a very tiny one. Keep going. Yeah, that right there, that one. Yep.
this one.
Yes. Or
Like in my opinion, this is the 5 minute.
that one.
First 5
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, that one. So
This one is
if
the
you map,
first
if
5 minute FEG created at market open right here.
yeah, so if you map that out and then if you see that and then go to the 1 minute, what interesting what happens is, so it's the top blue one. So like yeah, we drop below that and then it's creating that institutional entry drill where it dropped below it, the first up candle kind of taps in it and then the second one reverses it. So either you can get in there if you missed it at the top, or like as it clears the low, or
Which is
the yeah,
why
yeah,
left
it
popped it in
does.
here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, it just kind of sees, you see the loss of momentum on the upside. We were all bullish, including me. I got stopped out BE. But once you see that, it's almost a clear sign that this is just gonna dump. It's just how aggressively it's gonna do it.
Yeah, and even over here, like let's dissect this price right here.
And I say that without, I
This
didn't say it, but
FEG, this one right here.
Yeah.
This is the long model, right? And this is the FEG. So if this is the liquidity sweep, then this thing after this candle, next candle needs to accelerate up through this area, right?
Mhm.
But it doesn't do that. So this is your second confirmation on the short side. The first one is us not seeing the long play out. The second one is this candle pushing up into this FEG, rejecting it, liquidity grabbing that previous high and pushing down. So now, if I wanted to pop this in right here and throw my stop all the way above the FEG, it's a 10 handle stop. You throw it above the liquidity grab, you have a 4 handle stop. So you have to sort of adjust accordingly based off of the position sizes that you played and how you're playing the rest of the day. You need to adjust accordingly to understand where price can go. Now, Monday long, correct?
Mhm.
Everyone.
Tuesday opens longs. So Wednesday when we come in, first it should be a long, which is why I was on the long side, but I'm not marrying the bias of a long, which is why I said I don't like this over here the way that it did it. That's why it was a tricky day, because it's giving me the long model, but I wouldn't want to see today long. I want to see today drop down. Now, what's stopping Tuesday from dropping down and taking out all of this area right here? What if this thing wants to drop down, take out these lows, and then start accelerating up from there? Or if it passes this low, this is high of the market overall. This thing should drop off from this level very aggressively. If it takes out Monday low, price should drop off very aggressively. Curious.
Yeah, after seeing Monday long, I already knew this week was gonna be tricky.
It's
They're
gonna
not
be
gonna-
one of those weeks where it has a lot of up, down inside of this NWAG right here.
Yeah.
The new week opening gap that we created on this week.
End of the week.
That's been my anticipation. That's why even now I'm in the short, but I'm not marrying the idea just yet. I want to see more data. I want to see more acceleration towards my side. That's why I clear out big partials, close my profits on the day, leave the runners to run, and now if it runs, it runs. Doesn't run, that's fine. Cleared out profit on the day. Doesn't matter.
That was so bullish. What the fuck? It's one of those days where they do the opposite.
Bro, Dow, look at Dow on the 1 hour left.
Give me a sec.
It should push up. But is this the low on Dow?
Not with those equal lows.
Bro, there's no way. This thing I anticipated for, I wanted them to push it up to take out some measure of buy side. I want to see how high they want to take it before creating that model where it wants to drop. Because when that thing drops, it's going to take all of that out, bro. Everything. Dow has over a 797 handle range. And there's no way that on the 4 hour on Dow, they're gonna play it like that. Let me show you. There is no way that they're gonna play it like that. With equal lows right there. You see that, love?
Yeah.
That's like
On
a
our cedar
perfect.
chart, this low is previous ATH.
That's like something retail would love to see.
Exactly. Retail is full blown. Excuse my language, but they're like coming over this Dow support became resistance became support situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I told Eric the same thing. The Dow is telling me the narrative of the market. So if you were to ask me if NASDAQ is a short or a long from these levels overall in the market, I'm full blown short. If I was an institutional trader, I'd be loading up on puts at these levels with 3-month expo. Any high that's made, I just load up on puts. Wow, I think today's session, although I didn't call the move on the short side, is equally as powerful. Because if you understand everything that I just explained, everything that I just went through, the conversations that we had with Arsen, with Lev, with the whole Dow picture and everything, bro, this is it. This is how you're supposed to trade. this is how it's supposed to be done. And just like that,